Imagine you're the lead engineer on a multi-million peso skyscraper project in the heart of Manila. The blueprints you are given are wrong. One symbol is drawn incorrectly, leading to a catastrophic power outage that shuts down the entire building on opening day. Whose fault is that? And how much did that single tiny mistake cost? The truth is, mistakes like that happen every day because people don't speak the universal language of symbols. So this week, you aren't just learning to draw shapes. You are going to demonstrate mensuration and calculations following safety precautions. Now let's start with the different types of building plan. There are several types of building plans used in construction. Let's explore some of them. 1. Site plan. It is the initial design created for any project, representing the entire layout of the construction site. It includes the location of all buildings and other features on the property. This plan provides an overview of how the structures will be situated on the land. 2. Floor plan is a scale diagram of the arrangement of rooms in one story of a building. The different types of floor plans are the following. First, open floor plans. These combine the living space and kitchen into one large room, promoting family togetherness. Second, closed floor plans. Each room is a separate space, offering more privacy. Third, split-level floor plans. These feature a big open space on one level and bedrooms on a different level, balancing privacy and visibility. 3. Structural plan. It provides a comprehensive view of the building's structural aspects. It includes details about load-bearing walls, columns, beams, and other structural elements. 4. Terrace plan. It focuses on outdoor spaces like balconies, terraces, and rooftops. It outlines the layout, materials, and features of these elevated areas. 5. Cross-section plan shows a vertical slice through the building, revealing its internal structure. It helps visualize how different floors and components relate to each other. 6. Elevation plan are views of the building's exterior from different angles. They showcase architectural details such as windows, doors, and decorative elements. 7. Landscape drawing plan. Focus on the outdoor landscape, including gardens, pathways, and green spaces. Landscape plans consider aesthetics, functionality, and environment factors. Remember, each type of plan serves a specific purpose in the construction process, ensuring that the final building meets both functional and aesthetic requirements. Now here are some common floor plan symbols. 1. Walls are thick lines that define the boundaries of a room or a building. Walls can be solid, dashed, or dotted, depending on their type of visibility. 2. Doors are shown as thin lines that intersect with walls. Doors can have different shapes and styles, such as swing, sliding, folding, or revolving. Doors can have symbols that indicate their opening direction, such as an arc or an arrow. 3. Windows are shown as thin lines that are parallel to walls. Windows can have different shapes and sizes, such as rectangular, circular, or irregular. Windows can also have symbols that indicate their type and function, such as casement, awning, or fixed. 4. Furniture is shown as simplified shapes that represent the size and shape of the object. Furniture can include tables, chairs, sofas, beds, cabinets, and more. Furniture can also have labels that indicate their name and dimensions. 5. Appliances are shown as icons that represent the type and function of the device. Appliances can include stoves, refrigerators, dishwashers, washers, dryers, and more. Appliances can have labels that indicate their name and specifications. 6. Other features are shown as symbols representing the specific element or system. Other features include stairs, fireplaces, sinks, toilets, showers, bathtubs, outlets, switches, lights, fans, vents, and more. 7. Plumbing is the system of pipes, valves, fittings, and fixtures that delivers clean water and removes wastewater from a building. Plumbing is essential for the health and safety of the occupants of the building, as well as for the protection of the environment. Plumbing codes and standards regulate plumbing systems design, installation, and operation to ensure their quality and performance. Here are some of the plumbing symbols used in planning. Now let's talk about electrical symbols, electronic symbols, and auto-electrical symbols. Electronics is the branch of science and engineering, those designs, constructs, and operates devices and systems that use electric currents or electromagnetic fields. Electronics has applications in many fields, such as communication, computing, medicine, entertainment, and industry. Here are some of the basic electronic components and symbols. Electricity is the flow of electric charge through a conductor. It is one of the most important forms of energy in modern society, powering homes, industries, and transportation. Electricity can be generated from various sources, such as fossil fuels, nuclear power, renewable energy, and batteries. Here are some of the basic electrical symbols and components. Auto-electrical is a specialized field of automotive service that involves the diagnosis, repair, and installation of electrical components and systems in vehicles. Auto-electricians work with batteries, alternators, starters, wiring, lighting, sensors, computers, and other electronic devices that are essential for the proper functioning of modern cars. Auto-electricians need to have technical skills and familiarization of the different auto-electrical symbols. Here are some of them. Now let's talk about types of circuit diagrams. Circuit diagrams are graphical representations of electrical circuits that use symbols to show the components and connections. Circuit diagrams can design, test, and troubleshoot electrical circuits and communicate a circuit's logic and functionality. The following are the different types of circuit diagrams. 1. Block diagram. It represents the main components of a complex system using blocks interconnected by lines. It highlights the function of each component and the flow process. 2. Schematic diagram depicts electrical components using standardized symbols. It shows connections, switches, resistors, and other components. 3. Pictorial diagram uses simple images of components. It provides a visual representation of the circuit. It is less detailed than schematic diagrams. 4. Single line diagram, one-line diagram, represents an entire electrical system using a single line. This type of diagram is usually used in power distribution systems. Single line diagram simplifies complex networks for better understanding.